A major geopolitical threat is emerging from China. This time it's not rare earth or EV tech. This time it is something as basic as water. China has started the construction of what is stated to be the world's largest and the most expensive hydropower project on the Yarlung Tsangpo River in Tibet. Now, this is raising serious alarm bells across India and Bangladesh. What is this dam? Why is India worried? And how in the past too China has tried to control water? Let's take a deep dive into this story. China is building a dam on the Brahmaputra River called the Yarlung Tsangpo River in Tibet. Now, this project called the Motog hydropower station will cost $160 billion nearly, with 5 hydropower stations. This is even larger than the Three Gorges Dam, which is the world's largest dam right now, also in China in Hubei. This new project will be thrice as big as the world's largest dam right now. The operations are expected to start by 2030 and is expected to generate over 300 billion kilowatt hours annually, which is 3 times more the capacity of the Three Gorges River. But what is the problem with this project? China already has nearly 100,000 reservoirs in the country. Here is the problem. It's the location. China's new dam will be built on the Tibetan part of the Brahmaputra River. The river is shared by India, China and Bangladesh. The dam could soak up all the water from Brahmaputra, leaving some regions of India like Arunachal Pradesh and Assam and Bangladesh very thirsty. India is calling this dam a water bomb. As per some reports, in December 2024, India registered its concerns with China and also held talks with the country in January 2025, demanding transparency over the plans of the dam and the consultations around construction. Bangladesh also sought clarity on the project in February this year. The first concern is that China could control or manipulate the flow of water into India and Bangladesh. Both countries are highly dependent on this river, the Brahmaputra River, for drinking water, agriculture, fisheries and power. During conflicts, sudden water releases could also trigger a devastating flood in Indian states like Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. It would hit the industries and also economically it would be a pain in industries like agriculture, fisheries and the tribes living in those areas would be affected. China is also not a signatory to the international water sharing treaties, giving no binding commitment to safeguard downstream interests or provide advance notice of water releases, sparking more concerns. In addition to flooding concerns, the Chinese dam could disrupt water flow to proposed downstream hydro projects. The Northeast holds nearly half of India's 133 gigawatt hydropower potential, over 80% of which remains untapped. Of the 60 gigawatt estimated potential, about 50 gigawatt lies in Arunachal Pradesh alone. Now, this is not the first time China has tried to control water or to weaponize it. Take Mekong River for example. This is the longest river in Southeast Asia. It flows from China and goes through Laos, Thailand, Cambodia and Vietnam. China has built 11 dams on this one river, controlling water flow to these countries. As per some reports, these 11 Chinese dams can cut the natural flow of water by up to 70%. So, what's India doing now? Well, clearly the talks with China are never enough. So India is taking countermeasures. India too is building a dam over Brahmaputra River in Arunachal Pradesh. The proposed 11.2 gigawatt Upper Siang multi-purpose project is expected to act as a strategic buffer to regulate water flow and protect the downstream populations and infrastructure. However, the progress of this dam has been very slow, but the government now says that the work will start soon since the threat is real from China. The Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, and water experts argue that China contributes only 30 to 35% of Brahmaputra flow, mainly via glacial melt and Tibetan rainfall. Over 65% of the flow is generated within India through monsoon-fed tributaries like Subansiri, Lohit, Manas, and others. Research studies estimate China's contribution at just 15 to 20%. So the fears of a major flow control is limited for now. Apart from the geopolitical concerns, there are environmental concerns too. Experts warn the risks of landslides and seismic displacement due to the construction of the 420-kilometer tunnel in earthquake-prone terrain near Namcha Barwa. So this dam is dangerous geopolitically and environmentally. So what India needs to do is act fast because the time is ticking.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.